Yes guys, good evening to all. This evening I'm going to do a video of Christchurch Parish Church in Barbados, which is most known for the chase vault. So I'm going up to Christchurch Parish Church now, which is just around the corner, just above Oistins. So this is Thornberry Hill now that I'm on. Down below here will lead you back to Oistins, Christchurch, Oistins town. Yeah, Danny. So that's good. So up the hill now with Thornberry Hill, that will lead you back to the Grantley Adams International Airport. So this is Churchill Road here in Christchurch. As I said before, downhill now will be leading you back to Oistins and back to the south coast. Pegwell is the next left turn. We'll be leading you back to Pegwell, Christchurch. This is a little track here that is referred to as Church Hill. That will lead you back to Church Hill. So I will show you guys Christchurch Parish Church this evening. So this is Church Hill in Christchurch, which is just above the top town of Oistins. As I said before, Oistins is in Christchurch on the south coast of Barbados, and it is a small town and it's also a fishing town. So this is Church Hill, Christchurch. All Church Hill here. I'm taking you guys around to Christchurch Parish Church, which is another historic church in Barbados. Famous for the chase vault. Oh, Church Hill, Christchurch. You can see the Christchurch Parish Church right here. And this is Oistins town below here. You can see the south coast with Miami Beach, known as Enterprise Beach, and the new Abida by Accra Hotel, which is at Miami Beach. All Miami Beach here, and the south coast and Oistins town. Before we reach Christchurch Parish Church, we'll be reaching the Mormon Church, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints here at Church Hill. All down here is Scarborough, Christchurch. And this is all Oystins Town. And all the south coast here. The south coast of Barbados. Scarborough here. This is the porch in Oystins from Thornberry Hill. Yeah, yeah. Yes, because the church is most likely closed. I was still trying to see if I can get around the church. This is the back part of Christchurch Parish Church, that will lead the back to Christchurch Cemetery. So this is Christchurch Parish Church here. And these are the steps here that will lead you back to Scarborough. Before I go over to the church. This is all Oystins Town. Below here we can see the magistrate's court and police station, the old library, and so on. So Oystins is a small town, a fishing town. It mainly pertains to fish, and it is on the south coast of Barbados in the parish of Christchurch. And right next to Christchurch Parish Church is the Foundation Secondary School. This is the church hall over here. And by the way, we can get a good view of the planes coming in. Because we are in close proximity to the airport. This is Caribbean Airways here. That's good. We can get a good view of the airport, of the plane, sorry, because we are close to the airport. This is the church center, the church hall. Christchurch Parish Church here, which dates back to 1629. I haven't seen the church open that way since COVID. A commemorative plaque on the occasion of the 365th anniversary celebrations of Christchurch Parish Church, unveiled on May 18, 1995 by Canon Malcolm Aubrey Maxwell, rector of Christchurch Parish Church from 1976 to 1984 and Archdeacon of Barbados from 1984 to 1990. A brief history of the chase vault here. I will show you the chase vault shortly. And this is a sketch of the vault. A brief history of the church. So this church was built and rebuilt 4 times. Five times. This is the 5th church. And that's another old photo of the church here. And one right here. Another plane is coming in as well. Another Caribbean Airways plane. So that's good. We are in close proximity to the airport, so you will get a lot of planes passing by. And this is the churchyard now. The church cemetery here. This is the Dash grave. Professor J. Sidney Dash, who was born in 1887 and died in 1973, and his wife, Sybil Dash, who died in June 1975. So they died 2 years apart from each other. The Evelyn tomb here. And most of all, this is the most one that I wanted to show you, the Chase Vault, where it is said that coffins move about within the grave, within the vault. This is the door here that leads you down to the vault, but I'll not be going down there. They say that coffins tend to move about within this vault here. Some say it's a myth and some say it's a true story. But archaeologists and geologists and historians say it's a true story. I don't want to go out down there today, but it is said that the coffins move about within the vault here. This is the Chase Vault, which is home to the remains of the Chase family, and it is known for its supernatural activity. This is the tomb here of J.G. West. And the Garner grave here, the Garner tomb here. You can see the nice south coast in the background. So this is a side view of Christchurch Parish Church. And this is the grave of one of our Prime Ministers who served briefly. He would have been the third Prime Minister. He succeeded Tom Adams. He was the Prime Minister of Barbados from 1985 when Tom Adams died until 1986 when the election he was called. And Barrow, who was the first Prime Minister from 1966 to 76, we assumed government from 1986 to 1987. And he died 2 years after Tom Adams. He served briefly after his second term as Prime Minister. So this is Sahara Bernard St. John, which we in Barbados will refer to as Bree St. John. He succeeded Tom Adams as Prime Minister of Barbados. All Christchurch Parish Church here. So since COVID, I haven't seen this church open that way. The Simmons Anderson grave here. So the only way you will get into this church is if it's a Sunday service or if they have a funeral or something going on that you will get in this church. Other than that, they don't open the church. A lot of churches in Barbados have not been open since COVID. The only one that is open now most of the time is the St. Michael's Cathedral in Bridgetown and St. Mary's in town and St. John Parish Church and probably St. Andrew Parish Church and a few others. But apart from that, the churches in Barbados hardly open now. Once upon a time you could go in this church. The church used to be open for people to come in and look around and relax and so on, but not now. So this is Christchurch Parish Church here in Barbados, just above Oistins. And this is in memory of Canon Ivar McKinley Jones, who lived to 101 years. He also used to assist this church. This is the other half of the cemetery. And the government cemetery, which is apart from the church, is behind the church. So it's still close to the church, Christchurch Cemetery. This is Christchurch Parish Church. here in Barbados. Right next to Christ Church Parish Church is the Foundation Secondary School over here. The Christ Church Foundation Secondary School. Clyde Big Jones is also interred in this cemetery here. Who was the funeral director? Clyde Big Jones. Thank you guys for watching now. This is the Christ Church Cemetery over here, which is separate from the church. Over here. Thank you guys for watching now. And have a blessed evening.